me up a verse, man, that mean I'm the top pick, you not it. Seconds on the clock, yo, the pressure, I love that. They say it buzz pipes, never let it does that, it ain't true. Holmes and homie, you wrong if you think I'm taking the elbow, homie, move on. Rise up, never look down, never go back, never gonna run, there can only be one. Come on, sweat and tears, all to get here, can't quit now, keep pushing on. Rise up, never look down, never go back, never gonna run, there can only be one. Blood, sweat and tears, all to get here, can't quit now, keep pushing on. Rise up and levitate, yeah, I say let him make. Score take more than words, you try and get to make. That time is near, you must face your fears. I'm Curry with the shot, it's my golden year. Yeah, I keep pushing like a plow, that's where I'm at now. They threw me in the game, knocked down, I called it foul. Go get back up and get through it. My mind on right, gon' get to it. I done made it far, I can't quit now. With no one else standing is the moment I sit down. It's only one winner, yeah, I know it. I gotta give it my all, I can't blow it.
Hello?
Rise up, never look down, never go back, never gonna run, there can only be one. Come on, sweat and tears, all to get here, can't quit now, keep pushing on. Rise up, never look down, never go back, never gonna run, there can only be one. Blood, sweat and tears, all to get here, can't quit now, keep pushing on. I will not quit, I can't do it, nah, I can't lose it like
Be right back, 2 seconds.
Quit, I can't do it, nah, I can't lose a lot. Rise up, never look down, never go back, never gonna run, there can only be one. Blood, sweat and tears, all to get here, can't quit now, keep pushing on. Rise up, never look down, never go back, never gonna run, there can only be one. Blood, sweat and tears, all to get here, can't quit now, keep pushing on. Come on.
I'm back. I mean, at least you know some of the players, right? I don't know. I've heard some of them mentioned. I've heard the CM team. I've heard about Chris, Crunk, and Janjo, but I don't know what they do or anything. Okay. So they have 2 top mains. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Just close my window. I'm back. It's cold as fuck outside. It's like -5 degrees. It's gonna be -10 tomorrow, and it's snowing all the time. I checked the YouTube thing, but it's not a 1 minute video. The Twitch stream is working though. Oh, I can hear myself. Yeah. Hello.
Beetje Japan, ze stipt op tijd. Hoef er niks te vragen, ze gaat kamikaze. Laat haar gek doen, Hiroshima, attitude, Rihanna. Ik leg alleen Yakuza, Sakura in haar hand, maar kijk thirsty. Pils maken haar hazy, real bitch fake niet. Alles wat ze heeft is de serie. Zegt dat ze me kent, maar ze weet niet. Ze geeft me alles, maar ik ben anders. Het is beter als je niks zegt over wat je voelt voor mij. Ik heb een bitch in Japan, hoe ze met me doet elegant. Ik hoef niks te zeggen, want ze weet het. En ik ben morgen weg, dus vergeef me. Ze maakt video's, ik zonder kimono, 64. We blijven in ten, ook Apies niet meer staan net als Mario. Ze scheurt een meisje dan Kawasaki, tempo shit, ze smeekt om meer. Ik teken voor haar geen anime. Kap je op als ik opereer, dat woorden vallen als op Pearl Harbor. Black on black, ze zegt samurai, ze moet me bijhouden net haar bonsai. Met je queen, doe niet aan chess, kan niet liegen, wil dat ze beseft. Ze geeft me alles, maar ik ben anders. Het is beter als je niks zegt over wat je voelt voor mij. Ik heb een bitch in Japan, ze met me doet elegant. Ik hoef niks te zeggen, want ze weet het. En ik ben morgen weg, dus vergeef me. Ruik naar cash, door de yens, gaat laag van mijn cent. Zwarte foto als ik weg één shot, we zijn zo fresh. We smoken, ik rij in de mist. Doe me Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form raised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man. Take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip, 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 trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the open man? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form raised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man.
Right, well, I've Wagwan 15s, how's it going?
Sup G, it's going well. It's been a while since VL casting. And we've got an Exile on as well.
Hello, I'm here. What's up?
I don't know if they can actually hear us, to be fair. They can now. No, they can't, because I put the wrong
It'd
thing
be
on.
awkward if we wasted that intro on a deaf stream.
I don't know if they can actually hear us. No, they can, yeah.
Yeah, they can.
That's what we like.
Hey, look, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on this. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing on this. No swearing.
It's okay.
Well, I don't know what the hell I'm doing in general, but apparently there's a league game happening.
Stop with this go, it's a Christian server.
Right, there we go. Right, so we're in Champ Select. I just hope...
There we are.
I don't know what they're going to ban, don't know what they're going to pick. But, I know what they are going to do. Play
What?
some League of Legends.
But the more of that I get to do tonight, the better.
Don't
And
do
now,
analysis.
oh, there we go. Look at that overlay. Beautiful. It's the wrong overlay though. Actually,
Oh.
so set up on this stream. It's amazing. Totally didn't get in half an hour before and do it.
Ooh,
And-
I like that one. I think you might have one of the team. Oh.
Yep, there we go. We've sorted
There
it.
we go.
Don't
He
worry.
knows what's
Dab
up.
dab. I know what I'm doing.
I really liked your overlay last time when you had the giant crab and then the shell on the other side.
Yeah, but unfortunately Impress has put me in a cage.
Oh man.
So, you know, they banned Victor. Everyone knows they banned Crunk's Victor. Well, Harshy once told us that, but that's Harshy. I've also been told out to shout out Gandhi. So, big ups, big man Gandhi.
Yeah, best Jana top lane.
Yep.
That's what I've heard.
That's the one. Is Gandhi going to be playing today, or?
No, he's... he might... Yeah, actually, he is going to play. He's on Phantom Divinity, and that's the second game. So,
okay.
Yeah, he's going to play.
From the little bit I've been reading, apparently this is the winner of this game plays against Phantom Avidity, and the winner of the second game doesn't win the tournament but goes into the last four as the wild card.
I've also asked to say... Rani said everyone sucks. Cheers.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I'm assuming she means everyone but us, because, you know, Credaddy, Exile and Dan. You know. Oh, Chris also wanted to shout out Daddy Crunk. Big ups Daddy Crunk.
Man, that sounds like a nickname that Lil Jon would use.
Well, funny enough, CMA don't seem to be banning anyone.
I mean, why do you need a ban?
True, CMA. Yeah,
Okay, let's
manly.
kill them.
It's just manly. I don't know what's happening, but
Yeah.
Could be a big strat going out. Who knows?
well, let's see if he picks a champion.
Yeah, maybe they have an AFK.
Are we missing something? When I feel like we're missing something here. Like I feel like he should have banned people, but you know, nope, he just locks in. So okay. Yep.
Yes, Leona is a priority pick.
So what do you think about the Leona pick, Exile? You're the high-elo player here.
Yeah, you're our expert.
I think if you go Triforce Leona, you can one-shot squishies and bonk them in the head. And, does that sound good?
That's what our Diamond is saying. Leona, squishy, bonk on the head. They lost bands because of Jonjo.
Oh, hang on, I'm receiving some news in my earpiece. Impress is telling me live that the team on the left, Checkmate Alpha, are using an emergency sub, and as a result, will lose 3 bans in this game.
Yeah, I read that in Twitch chat.
Hot diggity dog. There's the 3
drama.
bands. So what are you thinking of the team so far, Exile? Who's smacking who here?
Yeah, I think Karma Kaiten is disgusting, and everyone who plays it should.
It's a good thing it's a Morgana then.
Yeah. Should eat some bread and. It's great. Yeah, they're making a disgusting team comp.
Oh man, that's a lot of awkward CC over there on Serenity. Like,
Yeah.
I'd hate to be caught in any of the CC that's coming out so far. Trap, knock up, bind, shackles. Oh, dirty.
And from once shout out, big up the winner versus Team Elite. I think Front is saying Team
What,
Elite
they're
is gonna win.
They're banning.
Yeah, they lost 3 bands because of the sub, but they get the rest of them. So
Apparently that's Jonjo, who's actually one of the 2 players in the starting lineup without a CM in his name, so that's pretty disrespectful.
yeah, one of the 2. Which is the other
He
one?
doesn't even have the tag.
Narfo up top.
Oh, the actual front, yeah. I mean, big ups old Checkmate, Checkmate White, Checkmate Yellow. They used to be pretty good. And then you've got, you know, it's weird because Chris used to be a top lane main, and Jonjo used to be a top lane main, and Baito used to be a jungle main, and Narfu I'm pretty sure was ADC. And I like the Carfish pick, even though I think Carfish should be played instead of a Jhin.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. You like Karthus?
Carfish is insane, and anyone who plays him is disgusting.
So you?
Yeah, well, come on. Carfish, 3 wins. Yeah, I think Carfish would have been better in the ADC position. Although it's against the Morgana, so... I think CMA have got a better team comp.
I mean, Karthus and Morg, they're 2 very strong AD carries, but I think these teams will be a bit unconventional and play them in mid and support instead.
Yeah, I mean... boring people, aren't they, though, really? But yeah, I don't know. I think you've got pretty good disengage on CMA and engage as well. You know, keep them off the Carthus at least. If it gets to late game, CMA should win easy.
I mean, late game Orianna Caitlyn is pretty disgusting still. It depends who gets the engage.
It depends. If Caitlyn doesn't get ahead though, she's so useless.
Yeah.
I mean, as Pope's pointing out, flash on Hecarim. Questionable, but you know, each to their own. I respect the idea.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Baitor on something other than a Sona. Last week, he played Alistair into Sona. He played Sona into Alistair. And
What happened?
Oh, what happened? A massacre.
Oh,
and Chris has switched to Ghost, which is also good.
last second.
So, thoughts on the team comp? Who do you see is going to win Exile on the team comp?
Team comp, I mean, SRG have like more rounded comp. Meanwhile, CMA have like in-your-face comp. Just dive and kill them, YOLO. I like that more. Yeah.
What do you like, Karen? What are you thinking?
It's a tough one for me. I normally in the top and the jungle you get a bit of a mix, so you get to see either a tank versus a carry or the other way around. But both teams have like AD bruiser junglers. Both teams have tanky top laners. What I really want to see is, as Axel just said, how the team fights go. When SRG run in all in your face, and Checkmate just try and send Carthus in, but have Jin 7 miles away. Honestly, if that works for them.
No, I think that the main thing I'm looking out for is who's got the most Dark Harvests.
Ooh, yeah, you've got me.
And I'm thinking that CMA are going to have more Dark Harvests on Carthus and Jin, whereas who really takes it on the...
No one. Maybe Shyvana, but...
Yeah.
Maybe Orianna, but like...
If it's not a full AP Shyvana, is there any point even playing Shyvana?
Yeah.
You know.
Agree. Also, no smite mid. None of that funnel stuff.
This is low elo exile. I know you're not used to these levels, but...
I mean, ignite Carthus, because, you know, he's so winning. Yes, it works.
Yeah, I mean, why you wouldn't go TP on Carthus in mid?
Or exhaust.
The exhaust against that team, I don't think you need it super much. But
I mean, it's more to hit your Qs.
Well, yeah, that's what your W's for, though. If you need an exhaust to hit your Q, don't play Carthus.
Yeah, it's like level 2 and or like 3 or whatever.
No, because with Carthus, you're supposed to level Q once and level E twice, so you get the mana refresh on kills.
Yeah,
so you're not going all in.
Well, no, you all in. You exhaust them and you hit every Q. Easy.
I don't think that would ever happen, and I think if that happened, it's because the other person misplayed it.
You can ask Froggen and he'll tell you.
You ask
Carthus beats LeBlanc and LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. I love it.
Okay, but Froggen is also a challenger. This is silver and gold.
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc, yeah.
Wait, you're telling me that Checkmate aren't a challenger team? I'm gonna be dissatisfied if I see anything less than the slickest combos in this game.
Nah, because this is the loading screen, I can put the crab overlay up and they can't stop me. Respect the crab.
Crabby.
Oh, so let's look at the stakes. It's going to be 2-1. So Checkmates have 2 Dark Harvests, Carthus and Jin, as opposed to Lord Goldlock's Caitlyn's single Dark Harvest.
Caitlyn Dark Harvest.
Yeah, gone out of precision into domination. And it is a precision off tree, but you lose the... I think normally Caitlyn goes for fleet footwork for the extra healing.
It's more... you normally go grasp nowadays and just bonk them with
Yeah.
extra damage.
Dark Harvest Caitlyn. I suppose if you get a headshot with Dark Harvest, it could do quite a lot of damage. But I don't think it's the best rune on that.
It's alright.
2 grasps up top lane, so that's just like sleeper lane.
I mean, Poppy wins that matchup usually, but you never know, because you never know.
And then, I mean, we're going off skins, then CMA have won.
You like their skins better?
They've got Sun Chaos Orianna, which is just ugly, and they've got Solar
Yeah.
Eclipse Leona, just like goddamn.
Yeah, that's pretty glorious.
And Arcade
I
Tech
do
Room.
like that one.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't really like the Lunar. I've got the Lunar Reef Caitlyn. Don't really like the effects in game. I think.
The sounds are nice, I think.
But Pulse Fire and Pool Party are just better skins in general.
Yeah. I like Officer because it's the only Caitlyn skin I have.
XR with the big diamond analysis right there.
Yes.
We've got one of the Phantom Avidity players on Discord, Haha Ruse, just saying Caitlyn Dark Harvest can't be good. I don't know how good Dark Harvest is, but damn, it's a weird one to see.
It's a
That's
good
gonna be one of
rune.
the big talking points, bot lane at least.
It's a good rune, but I feel like on Caitlyn there's just better runes. But
It's manly.
I respect it. It's going all out.
Yeah, I like the execute that it can bring. What I'd really like to see from Goldlock is to build completely lethality and then go for a full execute combo with the Q, R, and Dark Harvest.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting.
I mean, what I don't like is the fact that Carface and Caitlyn are both running precision with the Dark Harvest. Especially Carface not going Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus. Like,
A thing in Carthus most people did before. I don't know if they still do it.
Presence of Mind.
Yeah, the presence of mind is really good.
It's really good, but I feel like you get more from going to sorcery.
Maybe. But
Especially-
How long that during foreigners, by the way.
I think Caitlyn would have been a lot better off going sorcery than precision.
Yeah,
I don't think precision's going to give her that much. Where she could at least go Gathering Storm, and then, especially with Dark Harvest, you want to get a bit more towards the late game.
I mean, it gives you either attack speed, like when I saw the grasp thing, they'd go Bloodline
Yeah.
with overheal and they just heal. Fuck them.
Yeah, but I mean that's because you've got grasp though. I think precision works with resolve. I don't think it works with Dark Harvest in this case.
Yeah, that's probably right.
But
I mean, you get some attack speed, maybe.
yeah, I mean Caitlyn without attack speed anyway is one of the most disgusting things to even play with. It's just not fun. But we're in game.
Yeah, loaded onto the Rift. So this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're unclear, is a best of one. The winner of this game goes on to play Phantom Avidity in a second best of one straight afterwards. There might be a little gap to look at strategies, but we are doing the 2 games tonight. And the winner of the second game goes on as the last semi-finalist.
So we got an instant pause, because of course we do. Looks like it's an internet issue from SRG. But we can already see items coming out. Oriana going the Dematerializer. Don't know how much I like Dematerializer in general, to be honest with you.
It's okay, but I don't think it's very good on Ariana.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the sustain or anything else, really.
I think the biscuits might be a bit better in this case.
Either sustain like biscuits, free boots, stopwatch, because they have Hecarim and run at you, like anything. She has enough wave there.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because you've got to look a bit at your opponent. If you're playing against Ziggs who can clear waves very quickly, you almost want the Dematerializer just to get some pushback. But Krunk's Karthus for a while is just going to be auto-attacking and last hitting with the Q because of mana problems. So maybe Scamander doesn't need that push.
Yeah.
I mean, I think with Oriana you've got a lot of push anyway.
It's
like-
only if you get really hard pushed early game physical level, early wave clear's not that great.
Yeah,
But even then, you don't need it.
well with Ori you shouldn't. I don't personally when I'm playing Ori, I don't think you should use anything other than Q in lane. W every now and then to maybe get like a little bit extra poke damage, but I don't think you ever need it. But I really don't think you need the minion dematerializer here. But I don't think it's gonna change that much in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, we'll see if that matters as we get later on. One thing that I like to look on at the start of the games is the jungle pathing and difference, because both junglers, they want to clear quickly. Hecarim and Shyvana with the Rampage and the Burnout, they can both clear quickly. Sometimes they go for Raptors. Do you reckon they'll both try and start at red buff, or will they get the biggest leash off of bot side?
I think they'll both just start bot side.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I think SRG might just go for a cheeky invade because of the Morgana, see what they can get. But
Ooh.
especially, I think early game SRG do win. I think they have a lot more damage output than the CMA lineup.
I think the big cojones play, I don't know how PG this channel is, would be...
We've already
the
swore, go for it.
It's alright. The big fucking cojones play would be Chris's Hecarim going into the enemy top jungle, going for the Raptors, and then going for the red buff, while Danish Dragon is still bot side.
Be would. I think a lot of people just play it safe. I think the most I'm expecting is just a standard. Ooh, I don't like that.
Ooh, what are we looking at?
He's gone corrupting pot. Orianna with the nerfs, don't think it's that good anymore.
It's okay if you want some extra mana. I don't think you need it against Karthus because it's not good. Yeah. But if you're afraid of getting hit by Qs and you're bad at dodging, then
Yeah. I like the fact that they've gone for the manly bot lane and both gone Doran's blade.
oh,
And it's not shield. Thank God for once. I'm fed up of seeing that shield.
I should got slightly nerfed.
It's still annoying
Yeah,
to play against.
So pretty strong. Also, I don't really like starting 3 potions in a jungler. You're wasting gold for nothing.
Yeah, I think you're just better off getting the refillable. So it's just standard openings. No one looking to really do anything.
Yeah, it is both teams just standing off. Back to mid lane about the Corrupting Potion. I'm actually going to drop some maths now and say that Corrupting Potion, 75 mana per charge, 3 charges, will give you 225 mana. If you were to get a Doran's Ring, which gives you 1 mana per second, you get more mana after 4 minutes, which is normally shorter than your first recall anyway. So Crunk's gone for more effective stats on that front.
Not even that for me. It's more the fact that with Orianna specifically, you only need to use Q in lane, and you should never run out of mana using Q on Orianna.
Ooh.
I mean, Nigel's looking for the trade, but he's taking minion aggro.
I mean, Corrupting Potion is good if you want to aggressively trade, so I guess that's one thing. Because you get more potions.
Yeah, at least he's looking at it like that. The CS is looking pretty, well, looking pretty even, to be honest with you. The jungle and path, Shyvana started top side, so it's going to be focused on bot.
Okay, both getting the red buff, getting the faster clear with the auto attacks on the AD junglers. I guess they'll both trade scuttles as well, although I like Serenity's warding of both scuttle crab areas.
Yeah, I mean, pretty smart play. Bot lane's looking pretty even. Nigel trading again pretty well, to be fair to him.
Oh, might have a gank coming up top though. Danish Dragon looking for the scuttle at the moment, but Narfu's fairly exposed.
Walking around the Scuttle left and right, watching it because the Scuttle is very pretty.
Well, the Hecarim's bot lane, he's just going for his scuttle as well. Although neither jungler have actually done the other side of their jungle yet.
Ooh.
Hecarim's slightly ahead though with it, because he's gonna full clear of his, where Shyvana's still got to do race yet.
And she's skipping race for some reason.
Yeah, so the Shyvana's gonna put herself behind? Question mark?
Or no, she knows Hecarim's gonna invade or something and she's walking through.
I think she's going to do the...
Other Scuttle and then...
Yeah, and then realising it's gone.
Either way, Chris has started the blue buff, so this could go very well for a 1v1. This could decide the game. Both lanes are extended for Serenity. So Serenity can come
Shyvana's
back
got smite for the bot lane. Oh!
Solid damage on Glet coming through, and that's going to be Serenity having to retreat, just as Chris in the jungle gets out for checkmate.
Chris got unlucky there not having smite. Oh, well it's not unlucky. He smited the scuttle.
Yeah, if you wanna invade, just save a smite.
But I think the Shyvana found him by accident. Some good damage onto Baito.
Yeah, if she did her raves, she would have lost that duel for sure.
Yeah. I want to say it was calculated, but I think John Joe's DC'd. Yep,
Oh,
John Joe.
and there's the pause just as the
Well-
Peacemaker comes on.
That's unlucky.
Yeah. Just look at the big chunk there. Look at the root. You can see the Caitlyn auto attack animation halfway through completing, or rather, you probably can't if there's an overlay on stream. But
No,
we
you
all
can
know
see
what's
it.
coming. Let's be honest.
Just see the big 100 in him. There's a trap just being placed. That's a headshot. He's dead.
Yeah, that's a dunzo. I mean, Jonjo does have heal, and Biter could try and engage on Gleck, but
Yeah.
let's be honest, by the time Jonjo comes back in, he's got no mana, he could try and flash, and as much as you can argue the morals and the ethics of not killing a disconnected player, this is playoffs. Red equals dead, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's a bit BM to do it, because I thought it was pretty obvious, but suppose winning's a win, like a kill's a kill. It's unfortunate for Jonjo, especially because he's already up in CS. And to be honest with you, Nigel's super far up in CS right now on Crunk. Crunk looks like he's struggling a bit and he's used both his mana pots. So it's looking pretty good. But the Poppy also has a pretty big lead.
So just generally, everyone just throw out an F in Twitch chat for Jonjo right now. He does not look like he's going to survive another 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And if that comes through, Jonjo was actually leading by 100 gold onto Goldlock's Caitlyn because of the advanced farm. This is going to be a great way for Goldlock to get something into the lane and get enough gold for maybe the first bit of the Storm Razor.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 400 gold as well. I think first killers, isn't it? So 300 swing.
Yeah, and denying the cannon wave is very big.
Yeah. Unfortunate, there's not much else to say than unlucky. But
You know, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of the stream at this point and just put it into Val's League Discord. And if you're watching this, put your own caption on it, it's brilliant. There we go. There's just a big old 100. There's a rooted, tooted, and he's about to be unbooted.
yeah. That's just unlucky. So while the pause is on, does anyone want to talk about like what he's been up to today?
Yeah, I'll go for it. So it's actually been a fairly good day for work for me because my supervisor's given me the day off, or rather said I can work from home, and we all know what that means. So I've been helping my mum over the last few weeks. She's been in a hospital. She's out. She's recovering, but just wanted to help her go to the shop, visit a few family members, just spend a few hours, and then got back and the work laptop blew up. But importantly, all that's in the past, and I'm casting. That's my day.
And you spend your time with me and XR. Like, what more can you need?
Yeah, I just wish this could continue all night.
So what about you, XR? What have you been up to?
Well, I woke up at 5 AM with 3 hours of sleep, and I went to work at -6 degrees when it was snowing outside. It was great. No, it doesn't. I almost died outside. Please help me. And then I got. At least I did nothing at work, so there's that.
Yeah. Pretty fun day. At least it's snowing there. That's something. I don't think it'll snow that much this year. But
Yeah. It hasn't stopped snowing for like 2 days in a row.
Wow.
it's just cold here.
Yeah, I've got a couple of work contacts who are in Eastern Europe, Hungary, the Czech Republic, and they've all said it's been snowing over the last few weeks. It's sort of good because you don't want the snow all in your way all the time, but you do sort of want the white Christmas as we get into December.
I got Randy some Christmas presents, so it's made me feel really Christmassy already.
Oh.
I had to get them early because I got paid extra this month, so I was like, alright, let's get them out there now. But it's made me feel extra Christmassy, and there was a little surprise coming later in the stream that so made me feel a bit more Christmassy. XR seeing it, Cradin, I was going to show you, but you didn't reply to me last night.
Oh man. you messaged me at 2 AM.
I know. I was sat in my room doing that sounds weird. I can explain. Basically, me and Firm, if you don't know Firm, he's a ADC player from the Plat League, have decided that we're going to do a Christmas album together.
Oh
In fact, why the stream's bored, I can show you the album art. 1 second, let me just tab out.
That's amazing. Like, suddenly my raps with Sesh seem a bit bad by comparison.
So this is, if you look on the stream now, this is mine and Firm's Christmas cover. I know, actually amazing. That was what I was working on last night.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I don't look at it. Our album's called Dan and Firm's Christmas Miracle. So far, we've got one song done, and I'm going to play it after this game, so stick around for that. Routing. It's me singing Fairy Tale in New York.
Oh
So,
wow. Wait, let me do like Let It Snow for you and put me on the snowman.
well, my question to you last night was going to be, yo, do you want to get in this? And the snowman's taken by Rani already, unfortunately.
Oh man.
But I can
I
make
do
a
the
little
snowman
baby
cat
snow.
and just make it awkward for Ryan.
I can make a little baby snowman adding on there. So yeah, after this game, stick around, incentive for game 2. Not that you need it. You're going to hear me sing Fairy Tale in New York. I just want to add, it's a joke. Don't think I think I'm good. I'm bad. I know. Don't worry.
Do you reckon that's why John Joe's DC to hold out so we don't have to hear that?
Well, I showed Rani before, and she said it was one of the best things she's ever heard. Firm heard it, loved it. Firm asked me before what songs he should do, so I'm gonna have to get Firm some songs later.
Ooh.
But yeah, if you wanna do a song, I'm doing 5 songs, Firm's doing 5 songs, Rani's doing a song, so you know we can always add extras.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah,
Like-
Exile, you're singing a Bulgarian song. We've agreed on this already.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So yeah, anyone that's in the song, I'll make a little space on the album so I can put your head in onto a little body of something. I don't know what yet. But yeah, you should have...
Yeah, there's got to be all sorts, like Christmas elves if you've got Santa, maybe a couple of reindeer.
You can't take Santa
But
around with you,
it's all-
Santa. Hey, it's not a VL community because that implies that everyone's involved. If you want everyone involved, you're paying for my services. I'm not charging for this album. Me and Firm have decided to be very gracious and just let people hear it for free. It will be uploaded to YouTube as well at some point. You know. But I do also want to do Feed the World,
Oh yeah,
Band-Aid. We get a couple people in there. So-
that's built for like a big choir as well. Just the last bit, just everyone starts singing together. I can imagine. Just 20 people in the VL community singing from bedrooms across Europe. Let's be honest, it's mainly the UK and Germany. Just getting annoyed by annoying their parents or whoever they live with, and coming together.
I'm pretty sure my mum thinks I'm autistic because I was literally sat in my room at 2 o'clock in the morning, constantly singing Fairy Tale in New York. It took me 2 takes to get it right though, and I say right. It's not good. It's actually terrible.
Well, hang on, what was wrong with the first take?
It was amazing.
I
They're both
I
amazing.
sang it wrong. And I'll be honest with you, there's a part on the second one where the second take, I'll be honest with you, it literally was a part where I just look at the words and my mind goes blank and I just miss a bit. But
Oh man.
so yeah, there's only so long we can talk about Christmas music though for 10 minutes of this. We're trying our best.
It's either that or the hey yeah yeah one.
Like, I really do want to put the song on, but I feel like if I put it on, as soon as I put it on, bam, they're back.
I think I'd be okay with that at that point. Like, if they come back, we can at least get back to casting the series.
Okay, so do I put a little...
We've got at least 2. Yeah, Ronnie's saying please put on the song. We've got whoever's on the Centurion account is saying do it.
Alright, we're going to play a teaser. I just want to let you know that it's not serious. I know it's bad. It's fine if you want to insult me about the singing, because I know I'm a good singer and I don't need any of you to tell me otherwise. But 1 second, let me just find it. I sent it to Exile a second ago. Did you listen to Exile?
I listened to a bit of it.
What did you
You're
think?
going into this thing. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Alright, we're gonna play it. Cradden, I want to send it to you so you can play it with us.
Yeah, boy.
Cradden. Oh, there's my folder for all my stuff. Documents. It's not in there. It's on desktop. Fair to New York copy. Upload.
Ooh.
It's just
I've
uploaded to you.
spoken to Impress about the rules, and apparently there's 15 minutes of pause time for each side. I don't know how much Checkmate have now used, because Scamander had some at the start. But ignore all that, I've got the song ready.
Oh, he's reconnected.
Oh, just as the song was ready.
Well, stick around for the break, because we're going to hear some Fairy Tale in New York by Dan Stodd. But we're actually going to get back into the game, so even better. Is it though? Not really.
Let's be honest, no amount of League of Legends, even SKT, could be as good as that song. If the break goes on longer, I'll start putting my rap collection on and see if we can drive away all those viewers.
Like I said, I also, Cradden, if you'd like, we should do a duet of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh my god. Am I the girl? I'd
Yeah,
quite like that.
yeah, you can be. I mean,
Yeah.
Fairy Tale in New York, I done both parts, I'll be honest. And there's no tone twist. Like, I might sing a little bit higher on the girl part. I just sang pretty plain all the way through.
Okay.
So, we'll see on that one. But, other than that, you know, buy our album. I'm going to Thailand next year for a month. I need funding. Please, buy the album. Support me.
And I like Baby It's Cold Outside, but isn't there a bit where she said, well, what's in this drink? And then he just sings over her.
Right, well, yeah, but that's not important. Because what's important is singing the song together. No, it said he reconnected, but I'll be honest with you, it ain't looking too hot right now.
Yeah, there is, Oh, hang on.
Oh, they're on pause.
We're back in the game. Let's see what happens. Rip to Jonjo. Is he going down?
Oh, and
there's
he's
the heal.
alive.
There's the root. There's the attack. There's the flash. Both summoners, but he stays alive. Take back your Fs.
Honestly, anticlimactic. Bit bored. Bit boring.
We just waited, I think, 10 minutes for that to happen.
Honestly, the Christmas song would have been a better thing to fill the time with in that case. But let's get back into the game. Nigel looking pretty solid in the mid lane. He's low on mana though, and he's used all his pots. Yeah, looks like Ginger's back. Probably the best call to do. He's gonna miss a couple of minions, but he should get most of them.
He might be back for the cannon.
I think he'll miss the cannon. He should just W.
Ooh, I think Danish Dragon might be going for an early Drake. This could be close.
I mean, the first dragon these days is so good.
Oh, especially an Ocean Dragon.
Yeah, Ocean
Get that
Dragon.
dirty.
Yeah, gives Shyvana some armor and magic resist due to her passive. The
Oh.
lanes are pushed, which allows her to get the dragon. It's really warded around there. There's no loss really,
No,
apart from top lane.
especially with the extra 10% you now get. It's just insane.
Ah, yeah. They're both the first dragons.
Yeah, you get an extra 10% in it now, so that Ocean Dragon is going to be doing so much. But you got the
Went
flash
from,
top
like,
lane at
4
least.
to 6% or something.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah, they're now getting a lot of healing and a lot of mana regen. Especially this early in the game. I think the only thing that's better than the Ocean is the Infernal.
Yeah,
But-
but the Ocean early game is the best by far.
I'm going to take your word for it because you know more than me. I'm not going to argue with you on the mechanics of the game.
Axel, this is your chance to say anything. Like the best jungler is Caitlyn, and you
Oh,
wouldn't
good
doubt
gank.
it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Double shockwave though from Nigel.
Bit in vain.
Playing strongly. It's unlikely he'll get a shield off, and there's first blood going over to Crunk for checkmate.
Yep, pretty good gank by Chris. Didn't really see where he come from, to be honest with you, but he got the flash as well as the knockback, so he didn't really do much for the Ori. And the ult was sort of in vain, but you know, better to not die with not using an ult, I guess.
I mean, who needs wards mid lane, right?
I mean, saying that, I think he's just bought them, but he does have 2 control wards now.
Okay. Maybe this time he won't die to a gank.
Poppy's going all in top. Could have kept going then, I think, but chose to back off. John Joe's really behind now after that DC. He was up, like I think it was 10 CS.
Yeah, it was about that level.
And now he's sort of down that level.
Yeah.
The fact he's gone for the long swords as well, it works for the Caulfield's Warhammer, but he will really delay his build as a result. On the other hand, Goldlock's Caitlyn has 1850 gold in pocket, so we'll be able to get a BF and either boots or a dagger or something. It's going to be quite a noticeable difference when Goldlock comes back.
I think the Jin is just trying to save for BF sword to get his Storm Razor at this point, but I think he's dead.
Big bind! Attack needed! There it is, and there's the kill for Caitlyn.
Crunk going in mid against the Ori. Ori doesn't have ult. I think Crunk could have done a bit more there, but you know, backed off. But yeah, good binding by the that ult.
Downtown.
I think it was a good binding to get the Jin then. I think John Joe stepped up a little bit too far without minions. They're probably going to lose another bone plating for this, well, turret plating. But after those tower changes, you are not getting past the third and fourth and fifth tower plating. It takes so much now.
Oh, they lost the ghost. Or did they get it?
No. Here comes the call of the Forge God in the top. Northern looking low. Flashes out the way. Kyle doesn't have flash, but does have a charge, and not going to be able to dive into the tower. Flashes burn both sides top lane.
Yeah, pretty good engage. Poppy, I think, doesn't start winning until like 1 or 2 items. But I think at that point there's not really much she can do against him. Just talk about Nigel being so far up in CS. He's playing it really well.
Oh, he's up in lane as well. The Chris ult goes wide and Scamander.
Oh, there's the Carthus ult, and she's lived.
A survival.
Pretty unfortunate. I've been there plenty of times where you've just not killed him and all you want to do is cry. But I think the only thing I will say, I personally don't think Carthus should be this far down in CS. I think Nigel is CSing super well at the moment though. I think
his CS is pretty good.
Yeah. It just doesn't look great for Crunk right now.
I mean, he got bullied early game.
Yeah. But the only thing he's also building looks like Rod, which is not a bad item. Yeah. I think Luden's is just better when you're trying to just go full out damage.
Either Luden's or changes, like Roll of Age is just too slow.
Yeah. Personally, when I'm playing ADC, I always go Luden's just because Luden's also procs Dark Harvest, so it's easier to proc.
Oh, we've got some jungle intervention on the top side. Kyle, 2 versus 1. Here comes Danish Dragon to help out, and Chris is gonna get a tonking. He's out of the way. Norfu in a 1 versus 2 now, and he's gonna have to use all of his Ninja Tabite armor to get out of there.
Pretty good gank by the Danish Dragon. He's playing pretty well so far. Catching Chris at his blue buff early, and then just being around, causing a bit of havoc, getting the first dragon. Can't really complain with what he's doing.
Oh damn, son.
Baitor not blocking the Caitlyn ult, questionable.
Yeah, Baitor's been in sort of defensive mode for the entire lane, hasn't used his ult offensively, E or Ignite offensively, then just gets out of the way when the ult comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I think picking the Leona into the Morgana here may not have been the best idea. True.
Which isn't very wise.
But it looks like they're trying to go in.
We've got Chris coming in for checkmate. They're looking to get something out on Caitlyn Morgana. 4th shot out of range as Caitlyn Morg, Goldlock and Gleck turn back onto the tower looking for that 5th plating.
I think it would have been smarter for Leona just to engage with her ult instead of trying to save it. But it is what it is.
Also would have been smarter if the Caitlyn used green instead of her flash, but
looks like
that's a great trap and net combo. Goldlock takes another victim down. It's going to be 1-0 and 1 for the Caitlyn. 20 CS ahead without even a Storm Razor looking good.
Nice flash by Crunk, but I think he is dead. It's all a little bit in vain. There's the Ignite down. He's not got ult, so yeah, they just get the Wraiths. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, things ain't looking so good for CMA right now. They're about to lose 2 turrets, basically, but things can still come back.
Yeah, they were doing okay in the bot lane. Unfortunate disconnect timing. They've conceded the first tower, and Danish Dragon has been all over the objectives. Has taken Rift Herald, and that's going to get them a quick second tower. Gold lead is now 4k for the team on the red side, Serenity Gaming.
And they're getting a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, what? So in this situation, as a coach, XL, what would you like? What would you be looking for your team to do to come back into it?
Well, all you can really do is try to make picks with Chin and Kekrum. You get sweepers, big boards, and just ward around, try to make picks, because otherwise you just get rolled over by like a teamfight comp.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm struggling to sort of see where, unless this gets a super late game and Karthus gets a ton of Dark Harvest stacks, I'm struggling to really see where they come back into it. Like, the Jhin right now is so far behind, alone in items, that he's pretty much useless. So's the Leona, basically, because there's no one that can really follow up. Yeah, there's no one that can follow her up.
To be honest, the completed items just aren't there across the board. I mean, we're still waiting on the Rod of Ages for Karthus at 14 minutes. Jin's gone out of the damage. Centurion corrected me earlier and said could have gone for Storm Razor, and is only now getting the BF sword on top of the Boots of Swiftness and a dagger. Yeah,
even on top of that, I mean, Karthus has done well to get back up in CS. I think he was down 25 CS a second ago. So he's only down, now he's down 25, never mind. But
he also built Dark Shoes before finishing Rod when he was behind, so...
Yeah, I feel like the Karthus build is not good. Give it to Gleck, he keeps landing all of these bindings, and the Caitlyn keeps just getting free ults off.
Yeah,
oh, big boy damage coming in, and that's going to be solid pressure on the top side. However, Kyle on the bot side for Serenity is under attack. Here comes 3 checkmate members. Can they stop the teleport? They can, and there comes the revenge kill. However, we've got Serenity massively pressuring the top tower. There's a trap, there's a root, there's a toot, there's a dupe.
I think
almost this.
That's unfortunate. I think they forgot that towers do extra damage when diving, but no one attacked the Caitlyn, so it's okay.
Oh yeah, she got executed.
I don't know if Jonjo's just tilted from the DC. I mean, I would be.
Totally, yeah.
Because that is... at the moment, I don't know if it's Gleck being really good at landing his bindings, or Jonjo just being a magnet for the bindings. But he seems to be landing everybody throws out.
I think maybe he just throws bindings and then they land because no one knows what they're doing.
What do you mean? Is this the most professional play you've ever seen?
Yeah. Like, it's so high level that, like, if you don't know what you're doing, the enemies that won't know what you're doing, so they're using that strategy.
I mean, I've got to
like,
give it to...
If I was playing against this Morgana, I'd get hit by every binding because I don't know what she's doing.
I mean, if you look at that, I think you've got to give it to Danish Dragon. Like, he's 30 CS up. He's got 2 dragons, 3 objectives.
Yeah, doing great.
Yeah, I think... Obviously, the Morg, in my opinion, is playing super well. By just landing what she needs to land. But I think right now, the Shyvana is doing so much work as well.
Oh, and there's a trap catch out. Orn comes in with an ult, and it's not even needed. Caitlyn Morg, so much damage. Northu's tower is under threat now for checkmate.
I don't want to say to Phantom, if they play SRG, to ban Morgana, but I think they should ban Morgana. Because Morgana Caitlyn is just... Oh.
I mean,
that damage with the trap underneath is pretty disgusting right now.
Oh, yeah,
my.
seeing it on 2 players as well, that net would have meant an instant death.
Yeah, honestly, it's just the Caitlyn's super far ahead of the Jhin,
And they're getting split push going as well.
and that's a dead Poppy. Oh, the heal coming through.
Yeah.
Everyone just looks at it, not standing in front of it.
Yeah, there's a Caitlyn ult. Oh, Chris trying to get something on the Orianna, who's on full health, pops the shockwave, and that's a dead horse.
I think it's sort of panic stations at this point for CMA.
I mean, they're getting sieged by 3 people and then 2 people split pushing, and they stand there with like 4 or 5 people watching their tower go down. Bot lane and their other towers go down, so I don't think they
Well, I think the Leona's gonna go as well soon. Nope, the trap didn't quite.
Yeah, it's as you said, Axel, you sort of want to make picks when you're behind, but they haven't been able to get a chance to because they've just been in defense of their own towers. They haven't been able to take people out, and they've been cycling their own respawns, so they've never had 5 people or enough people.
Oh, they're engaged.
That's a good catch.
What? That's missed, but it's fine.
Curtain Call goes in, takes down Morg. We have the follow-up from Checkmate, looking to get something onto Caitlyn, but Kyle's Ornn is a second to target.
They're over
Orianna
chasing.
coming in. Can they do anything here? Solid damage. And
Oh,
here comes
look.
the Requiem. Karthus is uninterrupted. And Checkmate take another kill from that fight.
And the Shyvana's coming. It's the
They
dragon.
flash Around the side, it's a 3 versus 3.
They're dead.
And so Jonjo in the path of the dragon's descent. That's going to be a kill for Lord Goldlock. And just a quick dodge of the Karthus ult means that SRG will be able to escape 3 and 2.
They should have just got the kill on the Morgana and probably backed off. They took down the Ornn as well, but yeah, I don't think they didn't really get much from that. They should have just got the Morgan backed off. Caitlyn got super
At
fed
this
from
point,
that.
trading kills is worse because they have shut down on the enemy team, so you get more gold this way. And XP because you're behind in lows. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
I think the only problem is the Caitlyn went from 114 to 315.
Yeah, they got another tower, so it's
Yeah.
not really worth.
Big boy bounties coming in. Oh, potential catch out here. Gleck wards and forces out with a bind. Orianna followed up, and there's a killing spree for Nigel coming in. It's worth saying at this point, it's awkward because they're in such a bad position, but 73% of Twitter users voted CMA to progress in this battle and go on to face Phantom Avidity.
Yeah, I mean, SRG are just playing super well, to be honest with you. And I don't want to flame, but CMA are playing pretty bad right now. Which hurts because I said they were the second best team. But only because I like them as people. I don't think that's true. But yeah, honestly, I can't see how they get back into this one at this point. There's going to take some like a real big mess up.
Yeah, we're talking Dignitas Baron Steel levels here.
Oh, Dignitas. The memories.
I mean,
Oh,
when Chris has got
Chris
an
getting
ult,
the grump on the way out.
where you've got an ult to get the grump and live, I think that says enough about the state of the game. But at least Baitor looks good while being 0-3, and that's the main thing.
It's one where you use your Leona's power. Oh, that's a big catch out in this. It's one where you use your Leona's power offensively to catch people out, but Baitor's team just haven't had the chance to use the Leona where she's best suited.
I think just Leona Jhin is good into certain matchups, and this is just one where it's
Not good.
actual trash.
Yeah.
Big way engage. Keeper's Verdict knocks away Danish Dragon. Logo looking for the QR, but doesn't quite get the Peacemaker landing. SRG surrounding the Baron pit with heavy boarding now.
As much as I understand why the Danish Dragon is going a bit more in a defensive build right now, I would have preferred for him to go full AP and just one-shot people. But you know, suppose you gotta take it somewhat seriously.
I can just imagine an alternate reality where SRG are losing card and then there's an EP Shyvana at 0-12.
People underestimate AP Shyvana. She can literally one-shot people.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. If you go Dark Harvest Shyvana with AP, oof, it's just a better champion.
the E is basically a mini Rumble ult at that point. Solid Morgana binds coming through. I don't think SRG are looking to take the Baron, they're just looking to push the side lanes with Kyle and put the traps down so that they can catch out anyone who goes to the Baron.
Yeah. They're trying to do, but the CMA aren't really taking the bait.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like SRG could be doing a bit more to end right now.
Yeah, oh,
There's the Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karthus has no TP, so that's pretty smart actually. Okay. Good macro play, I like it.
Yeah, trigger has been pulled. If you're going to ward the Baron and start beating, you've got to be prepared to go for it at some point, but no one on the team of Checkmate Alpha is anywhere near the Baron at the point of its death. That's $5.
Speaking of
They tried to
wards,
fight when they were behind and it would have been a 4v5 because Karthus had nothing. And he could only build.
speaking of wards, can we just take a moment to appreciate the ward score from SRG right now?
Wow.
Seeing an
That's
ADC,
my moment.
that's some really good ward score from a good consistent ward score all over the team. But you can tell, to be fair, it's paying off. CMA just don't have vision anywhere really. They've now got some defensive wards out,
Oh,
which
no,
is good.
the chickens. No.
You hate to see it.
Oh man. On the big stage as well.
There's another dragon.
That's 4 at 23 minutes. I really like Danish Dragon's approach to this.
Well, the Shyvana's just going to be unstoppable at this point. There's nowhere near enough damage on the team to actually stop him. And on top of that, once you deal with Danish Dragon, you've also got to deal with Caitlyn smacking your head every 5 seconds. Things
Like the best melee champion in League of Legends.
Hey, look, you get whacked by that Caitlyn, you're in trouble here.
Yeah, especially the Dark Harvest is paying off now. Late game.
Yeah.
How much stack does she have? She has 15 stacks, that's pretty.
Is it 8 damage per stack or is it 5? And it's
I think they nerfed it to 5 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 75 additional damage plus AD scalings.
Yep. Plus you got Baron, so you got a little bit of AP right now as well. A little bit of chip damage on top.
Yeah, with Inferno. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah. It's not going to tickle, let's just say that. And to be fair, they've got 2 Mountain Drakes as well, so they're just going to start battering down these turrets, especially with the Caitlyn. And Carvis is dead.
Be deadly. It's,
The ult, I feel like he's just doing it for the sake of ulting. You would never get anything from that.
I mean, you might as well be useful somehow.
Yeah.
but this just opens the floodgates for SRG. They know Carthus isn't there. Ult's already been procced, so they can just sweep through the 2 inhibitors that they've already exposed.
So, who would you give MVP for this game?
I mean, I sort of want to say Danish Dragon, because if you look at bot lane, while Gleck and Goldlocker played well, you'd think it would have gone differently if not for John Joe's DC. Danish Dragon had the right outlook and executed it well for me.
Yeah, for me it's a toss-up between Gleck and Danish Dragon. Not to like take away Lord Goldlock's play. I think he's played pretty solidly. He's not really made mistakes.
That's the curse. Oh no, that's a pretty good take.
They're still fed. They're at the point where they can do bad things, but because they're so fed, it doesn't matter. Like Kyle's walking back into a Carthus.
Wow. It looked like he moved his camera away from the screen at that point. Oh.
And there's the missed ult, but they're so fed that, yeah, it's a GG.
That's a dunzo right there.
Pretty unfortunate DC, but although, I mean, Chris has got 5 tiers in his build, respectable.
Tier 5 champion.
Yeah, I think the DC was unfortunate. I don't think it's the reason he lost though.
I think the reason they lost is they suck and Their mid laner got wrecked, their jungler got out pressured, and top lane was ahead, but we almost got solo killed for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to show the damage charts on stream in case anyone wants to see them. I mean, Karthus tried, but it's Karthus, so he's just going to do the most damage. He's going to do, like, chip damage to everyone regardless. So, it's expected he should be the highest damage. But
Yeah, Caitlyn coming through big style.
yeah, for me, it is the Morgana damage as well is just, for a support. Hot diggity dog in that case, but
Oh man.
yeah, my MVP vote goes towards Gleck or the Danish Dragon. I think I'm more leaning towards Gleck, to be honest. But that's my opinion. What about you, XR? What do you think?
I
Yeah.
think the dragon deserves, because he played the dragon as well. Looking up his name, he got the dragons, so it's like triple effectiveness. He can't
Yeah.
resist that.
I'm going full dragon on this one. Like it's awkward because he could have done that in a custom game or a practice tool game, just to cleanly gone through the objectives, but set up the wards well, as Dan pointed out. Went through the objectives on almost a strict timer. Didn't need to show up big, but just kept the game rolling. So, not one of the ultimate game breaker MVPs, but it's something to be recognised.
So yeah, basically 2 against 1. I respect it. For the casters at least, we're going with Danish Dragon as the MVP. So well played to him. GG, my dude. But now, next game's going to be SRG versus, what are they called?
Phantom Avidity. So
That team.
Phantom actually took second place in Group B in the tournament. So they won against Lotus Gaming twice, and they lost to 7 Deadly Sins twice. But they did it in a very quick win time, which is why they have the advantage tonight in the seeding.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phantom Avidity are a pretty good team. They've got Gandhi, which, biased because I think he's a cool dude, but I do think he's a really good top laner.
Absolutely.
And then, I think the weakest part of Phantom is the bot lane, but if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure they switched up the ADC on the support, and it might have worked out a little bit better for them. I'm not too sure. We'll find out. Either way, I think it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Dare I say it? Christmas music.
That's the one. It's going to happen.
Okay, so
Let's
again,
go.
it's a joke. It's not a joke because it's a serious Christmas album, and it's obviously the most important thing on this earth right now. But this is a Fairy Tale in New York. Hope you appreciate it. Enjoy. It takes a second, and it's very loud. There we go. It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk town, and no man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old mountain dew. I turned my face away. I just clicked off it because I forgot it's playing on Discord. 1 second. God, I'm the lucky one. Came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. They've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold. But the wind blows right through you, it's no place for me, yo. When you first took my hand on that cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome, you were pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held up on the wall. Said Nigel was singing, all the drums they were singing. We kissed on the corner and danced in the night. scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, your ass, I break out, it's all a lie. The boy with the NYPD choir is singing Galway Bay, and the bells are ringing out Christmas Day. I could have been someone, or so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys, the NYPD choir for singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. I'll just pause it there because it just runs on to the last bit, but there's a little taste for the album. There will be more.
That was absolutely fantastic. Like, I really want to hear all of the album now, but I'm now going to make some of the album, so maybe I don't want to hear some of the album.
I think you do want to hear
That's all
it.
I'm saying there.
Oh, wait there. Rani sent me a picture saying she fixed it. I'm not sure what she's changed though. Did I spell something wrong? I don't think so. It looks exactly the same. By the way, XI, you can have a break. We'll be back soon. Very soon. Oh, she fixed my face. She called me a dog as well. Well, that just hurts.
Are you feeling a 1v1 on stream while the teams are getting ready?
Crowden wants the 1v1 on stream. Let's go. What are we playing?
I don't know. We could do a mirror match. We could do the same class. We could just take Dark Harvest off ARAM.
Okay.
Whatever you're up for.
Let's do Ivan versus Ivan.
Ooh.
What are we talking? Let's go.
Let's go. Great custom.
Oh, you got the custom going. Let's go.
Knee,
Oh, my hands are shaking. Palms are sweaty.
knees weak, arms are heavy. There's something about spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Back to reality.
Ravioli. Give me the formuoli.
Right, where are you? You'll be there we are. So we've got Ivan Ocalypse on the Howling Abyss. Let's go.
Have you got an Ivan skin?
I haven't.
Right, I'm going dark.
Yeah.
We can't go Dark Harvest because it's going to be so useless.
No, I'm gonna try and go EP on this one.
You going EP?
Yeah, it's like summon Airy and so on.
Who's this kid?
Oh, are we up against the Ivan Butcher here?
I'm going full AD.
Nice.
Ooh.
10 CDR when you reach level 10. No thanks.
Yeah. I'll have it over that as well, don't worry. There's just... I'm gonna have to be a bitch.
Oh no. Can't believe you've done this.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay, I've now locked in, and in a surprise twist, I've got Ivan.
Well, you won't believe it, but guess what? I've got Ivan as well.
I've just seen your, I've just ghosted you on stream, basically, and I've seen ADC, but basically a mage.
Well, yeah, because when I play ADC for HH, I am literally playing Brand Swain. So, you know, ADC, basically a mage.
That's
I
the one.
might as well be a mid laner, just playing ADC. Works out like. Plus, it also helps when Carthus and Swain and everything's meta. Even though I don't think I'm that bad at ADC either. But... Alright,
Right,
same
let's see
items,
what we can
BF
do.
sword. Well, actually, no, you can't go same items. I'm going BF sword. Kinda bitch.
Right, I'm going Catalyst, because according to popular belief, I am a bitch.
Oh, is that Catalyst 5 pot as well?
Oh no, I'm not gonna 5-pot. I've gone boots just so I can sneak up on you a lot faster.
Can we just meet in the middle and not hit
That's
each
the one.
other out of respect?
Does the S button do it? Okay, yeah. There we go. I love it. Wait, if I dance, does that auto attack you? No.
No!
I don't want to do any auto attacking right now.
Welcome to Val's League, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Shell Tournament Round 2.
Tonight we will find out our 4th semi-finalist for the final 4 stage of the Shell.
Wait, what have I come back to?
We're 1v1 in Ivan.
I'm not seeing.
Pop.
Pop.
Oh, I've been exhausted.
Oh no! No!
Oh, he's got me.
I was not gonna click on you then.
No!
No!
Oh my god. My hands. I'm sweating.
The Eminem effect, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. You didn't even go shield bash?
No, what do you think I am? Some sort of intelligent player? Oh, I'm getting schooled by the Ivan Master here. Boink.
Now this is what you tune in to see, ladies and gentlemen. The insane mechanics of two very bad silver players. Oh, you're going back for the heal?
That's the one, yeah. I can't fight otherwise. Okay, preparing my best nasal anime voice. I've had enough! I know what it'll take to slay you! You, Daisy!
No! Daisy!
No.
They're fighting each other.
Go, Daisy!
One Daisy is significantly lower than the other. Come to me, child.
No. Back off. No!
Boys.
Take him down!
No, send help!
There we go! How does it feel now?
We somehow gained viewers during this time.
How did that happen?
Oh, get Daisy out of here.
I mean, this is better than the games we just played.
No!
Yes.
No. Oh, he's down. She's down. Genders.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
Come on, fight me.
That is a
Fight me! Oh, I got a Cadden. Oh, he's been bamboozled by the heel.
Oh!
Oh, he's not played him!
I thought I was good, and then he got me. This is ridiculous. I said, no way, Daddy Goblin Hand Freddy wins this, and he was right, goddammit.
Oh, can we just talk about ADI then?
Right, let's move on. This is stupid. I want to leave this match and move straight to the game 2 Nunu.
Okay. Right, well, I think we actually have to wait for the next team now, because I think they're going to be playing in a second. And we got to remember that this stream is about other people and not us.
That's really disappointing. But, well,
Even though,
we'll
you
have to
know,
vote to the cage.
we are the most important people ever.
So, Impress says in his rules announcement that there is a 20-minute break to allow the teams to finalise their pick and ban because Phantom Avidity wouldn't know which team they'll be facing until the end of game 1. However, we did have about 20 minutes of pause time, so we'll see where that meets up.
Yeah, I mean, it helps me because I accidentally put in all the wrong teams, so I can now actually add the overlays to OBS. So you're going to see a black screen for a good 5 minutes and just listen to the... Travis, don't do Daisy dirty like that. Look what he's put in the chat. That's shocking.
Oh man. Like, I think that shows that my Daisy was better, but then you totally blew me away with your skills.
Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day...
At the end of the Daisy.
At the end of the Daisy... easy clap, question mark. I think so.
Tilt. On a complete side note, we actually have the Twitter result through for the MVP of Game 1 between Checkmate Alpha and Serenity Gaming, and the Danish Dragon, the caster's choice, has come through on Twitter as 54% popular in that vote, and is the community MVP. Gleck was second with 31%, so congratulations, Danish Dragon.
So yeah, you played very well, probably deserved it. Can't say more than that, really. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with you when the game starts. Until then, have fun. Goodbye. Peace.
It was Christmas Eve, babe, and the drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for you and me. So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome,
You were pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held it for more. Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing. We kissed on a corner, then danced all the night. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing Go Away Day, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. You're an old slaughtered junk lying there almost dead on her dripping out of bed.
you scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you arse, I pray God it's at last.
The boys of the NYPD choir were singing Go Away Day, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. been someone.
Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you.
I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I've built my dreams around you. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing "Go With Me," and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
Was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank, an old man said to me, I won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I got a feeling, babe, this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams. I'm driving home for Christmas.
Welcome back to Val's League, ladies and gentlemen. We are back after that short interval, after the Ivan clapping, some might say.
I would say honourable defeat, but someone would say clapping, and that's probably right.
Credden is okay, by the way. We was supposed to be joined by Drigger, but he decided that a solo queue game is more important than what we are doing. So,
it could be a good enough ranked game, but he's playing Aurelian Soul and he's 13 minutes in. Like, let's be honest, his team's gonna surrender in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it ain't looking good for them. I was given this overlay. The teams are on the wrong side. I'm just putting it on stream. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Don't blame me, sister. But yeah. So we're just waiting for the team to start, but we're going to be in Champ Select in a second. So it's SRG versus Phantom Affinity. Phantom Affinity are the higher placed seed because they won the games faster, whereas SRG have just beat CMA to get to this point. So this is the winner. Goes on to play Team Elite, I think.
That's the one.
That's the wrong one. There you go. And then after, I'm not sure who. I think it's Seven Deadly Sins. There's, I'm not sure who.
And Centurion is the last.
That's the one. So
yeah, Phantom Affinity. They won twice in Group B, and their average win time was 22 minutes. So by the book, we're expecting quite a quick game from them if they're going to win.
yeah, I mean, I think the team's pretty even. Like I said, I think Gandhi's a really good player. And if you don't ban Cho'Gath, I think Agartha is really good on Cho'Gath as well. He's like a Cho'Gath one trick. Weird champions are one trick, but you know, there it is.
Liking him already.
Wonder why?
Honestly, after what we've just done, I'm expecting an Ivern pick. Possibly bot lane. But let's not get too high fee. So Pavlov, I keep saying Pavlov because it's PAV. Phantom Affinity have decided to ban the Morgana, which I think is a smart choice.
Yeah, Gleck was really solid on the Morgana in the last game against Checkmate Alpha, so takes it out the way. That could be one explanation. The other one is that Phantom Avidity are just taking all the purple champions out.
Makes more sense. But the one thing they have left open is the Shyvana from the Danish Dragon. Are we going to see a reappearance? Possibly. Let's see if they've got a counter to it. It's pretty hard to counter Shyvana though.
Surface pick, that's a bit better than Leona.
Yeah, a lot more useful. I think Alistair's probably one of the best supports right now.
Yeah, it's pretty broken.
Did you see that thing you can do with him where you press B? In...
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
disgusting. You get stunned for like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, I found out you can do it on other champions. So I was playing Jace in the IRAM with you yesterday. And you can do it on the Jace queue, so it looks like you're not actually queuing. It's absolutely useless and has no effect whatsoever, but it's there.
I mean, the thing I'm willing to bet is that the person who discovered that was BMing at the time and just accidentally found it out.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, to be fair. The Leona pick into the Alistair. It's not bad.
Okay, not so great. But
Yeah, I mean, you might just play it as a peel for Caitlyn, but just play Braum. You know.
if you want to.
Yeah.
Although if they want to
Ooh.
engage, then it's fine.
This could be the most edge that goes into one League of Legends team ever, Kane and Yasuo. Ju-
That'll be
I don't
interesting
think
to
they
see.
can both be the anime protagonists here.
Tristana pick, I'm also showing to Caitlyn. I'll be honest with you, that ain't looking so hot.
I mean, they win no wins, but it's pretty hard to win. If the Kate plays it right.
Yeah, and maybe you could go for a fast, hard-hitting early game bot laner like a Kai'Sa or Lucian, but I suppose Tristana has her advantages and works well with Alistair. Can set up the combos pretty well.
The thing is, it's going to force Gandhi onto another tank. Because at the moment they've only got Alistair for the tank. Whereas...
If game goes Red Kane, he is disgustingly tanky.
Yeah, I mean... The thing is, I've never seen Agartha play another jungler other than Cho'Gath.
Yeah, Ice Arrow is saying the same thing in Twitch
Oh.
chat. He's saying that isn't Cho'Gath. I
So-
think I might have misclicked.
I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. He's a very good Cho'Gath. I don't know what he's like on other champions, so I don't want to say he's going to do well or he's going to do bad. But the Shyvana and Orianna ban coming out as well.
The last game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty smart
very
ban.
They're all-
But yeah, so you're going into an Ornn. Who'd you pick? Poppy, I guess.
Yeah, Poppy's good in Torn. You can also pick.
No.
Whoa!
And there it goes.
I
That's
guess
the
it's Poppy
Poppy jungle.
jungle. Yep.
You can still pick Darius, but
Gandhi's a really good Kled player. I'd like to see him on Kled.
Poppy shits on Cled. Pretty sure.
That's true. And they've left Carthus open as well, that's true, as Ice is saying. Yeah, Gandhi picking the Cled. Depends if they're going to play Carthus mid lane, because they can do that as well. Ceres D not only plays quite all-in champs like Ari and, well, Ari Zed. Yasuo, as you've seen him hover. If he's smart, he'll realise he's going to pick Carthus and not pick Rise and just pick Kassadin, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to lock in Carthus.
Yeah, we'll see what comes through. Rise has been quite a rare pick in play in the last few months, just for non-pros, but we'll see if Ceres can make it work. Cassiopeia is going to be the mid lane opponent that Nigel plays.
Yeah, it's an on-counter pick for Rise. It's pretty good. It's better, even better now when Rise can't build the Abyssal Mask anymore for the MR.
The way I'm really interested is top lane, because I played with Gandhi's Kled and he's a really good Kled player. So it'll be interesting to see whether he can get a lead top and snowball it and hopefully do a lot around the map. I think the SRG again have a slightly better team comp for team fighting. Just because I think the Cass offers a lot.
Yeah, fairly high range. You've got a lot of frequent casts when you get to mid game. I really like the melee CC they have as well. You've got their Poppy knockback, knock up, Ornn Searing Charge, Leona, 3 forms of CC in that kit. So if Caitlyn and Cassiopeia can sort of keep people at bay, get the traps down, get the Petrifying Gaze down, they can really kite back, and they're going to need to, because Phantom Avidity have a lot of ways of getting into the back line. It's important that Serenity Gaming stop the Kled and the Kayn and the Tristana and just try and take out targets one by one as they engage.
I think if Phantom get a lead, they'll roll, just face roll it. But I think they're going to need to get going, I think.
Yeah, they need to win the early game pretty hard. And they have probably a losing bot lane and losing mid lane. So they're going to have to hope top lane carries them, I guess.
Yeah, like I say, Gandhi is a very good Kled player. So I believe he can carry. It's just I think it does come down to who gets the early lead.
I mean, they don't even have to get that big of a lead. As long as they're about even mid game, they're a lot stronger in the mid game because Cassio takes time to scale, so does Kayn. And Kayn Kled mid game is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So if you were, say you're the coach of Phantom Avidity now, what'd you tell them?
I mean, farm till 6 and then just win all the time. Basically what you're trying to do.
And then what, for the opposite side, so SRG, what would you tell them to do?
Try to get the lead pre-6 and then stall out the mid game and wait for late.
Yeah, it's almost as if Phantom Avidity have the whole mid-game window. Before and after that, Serenity are really strong and they can hold out. And they can get picks and protection with their melee carries. But they are really vulnerable to what you guys have just talked about, the Kled and the Kayn. Tristana's mobility, Rise just blowing people up. When that gets to late game, Kled and Kayn are still powerful, but they can maybe get stymied by Caitlyn and Cassiopeia.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game at the moment, how it feels to me, it's very much a mid-game focused game at the moment. I think a lot of games are decided in the mid-game, so I think that is where like the most of the focus is going to be around. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see Gleck playing an engaged champion as opposed to the Morgana, which completely flipped around from last game. And then obviously the Danish Dragon playing Poppy instead of Shyvana. Completely different champion again. The other three are sort of playing similar champions to what they already were. Cass isn't obviously a different champion, but not too dissimilar to Ori, and then obviously Caitlyn Ornn was just played anyway.
Yeah, a couple of style changes there, and one of the other things that comes into this because of the bracket format is that Serenity Gaming, they've just won, so they're playing their second successive match on stream. Whereas Phantom Avidity, they've only been able to practice. This is their first time in a competitive match tonight. So it's whether momentum or being fresh and at full focus wins out as well.
So yeah, we've also gone for the Dark Harvest on Caitlyn again, which I still don't rate it, but it worked out pretty well from last time. Pretty standard runes from everyone else, to be honest with you. Yeah, just pretty standard runes.
I mean, if I was the Trist, I would just go PTA and try to win because that lane is pretty rough against the Caitlyn.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna just like handshake it and accept the farm that you get, you're gonna be down so much. But I think it can honestly come down to the supports. If the Alistair just constantly harasses and makes life difficult and just gives the Tristana a free lane, then
Alistair's really broken and he's pretty good into the honest, so they can win the lane.
yeah. I think Kane should just sit top and mid. To be honest.
He has a really easy gank mid with the Rise W.
Yeah, and like I said, I think if anyone can carry this, I think it will be Gandhi who's going to be the one carrying it. Not to say that the others can't. I just personally know how good Gandhi is on Kled. Which this is when he plays really bad and makes me look like an idiot. So let's just hope that doesn't happen.
I've also seen his Shannon top lane and it's really good.
It's good, but it's no bone plating Ivan as we've seen in the interval. Yeah, the with the Kane, I think we've sort of wordlessly said that Red Kane is the way to go here, and the way to get Red Kane is by attacking melee champs. So focusing on Kyle's Ornn in the top lane and trying to get incidental damage on Leona bot lane might be the way to go for him, but it's easy to have a plan on who to attack. That could obviously change in the first few minutes when the jungle routes happen.
Yeah, another interesting thing about Phantom Infinity, as Laudio was pointed out in the chat, is that apparently the ADC is pretty good. I've not seen, last time I seen him, he play support for, because Azka was the ADC and then Blueberry Haze was the support. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do now that you've swapped, whether it's worked out for the better or not. But according to Laudio, the ADC is actually pretty good as well. So, well, no, we'll see. I think last game was a lot of jungle and bot lane focused for SRG. So I think that's where they're going to try and focus again. There's an ice cream van outside my house.
Ooh, that's the one. Keep it going.
I've only seen these in movies.
Ice cream van at like 8 PM though. Is that really when people get ice cream?
You can always get ice cream if you want to.
Yeah. Are you trying to shame us into getting ice cream and you think we should get ice cream?
I mean, when the sun's out, you're gonna want some. But 8 PM, it's been dark for 4 hours. I don't think that's ice cream in the van outside, and I'm gonna stop there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I love that one.
So we have fixed the overlay thanks to Travis last second, coming in big style. So the overlay's fixed on stream now. So if you just want to thank Travis in Val's League or in Twitch chat, put a heart because Travis is the man.
Yeah, boy.
Just
He's pretty sick at jungle as well, to be honest.
I've not seen Travis jungle, but I've heard his Zac is very interested. Oh, instant pause. Apparently got a bug splat. Who would have guessed another pause?
I just really love pauses at the start. There's nothing more than... I love nothing more than going through like a 4-minute loading screen and getting into the action and just getting it straight with another pause. It's relentless back-to-back stuff like this that keeps me coming back to casting.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty taxing to try and think about stuff to talk in the middle of a pause, especially when my main talking point was my Christmas album, and that's sort of over at this point. If you just want to throw out any music suggestions for the Christmas album, slide them my DMs. Just hit me up with them. We need to get roughly 10 songs, plus Rani's got a song, and Cradden's got a song, and Exile's got a song, but Exile's singing in Bulgarian. So, can you give us a little taste of that, Exile?
I mean, I haven't chosen a song yet, so...
Oh, he's back. It's okay, we're safe.
Yeah, no Bulgarian now, we'll have it later. Although
Okay.
I did like that Eurovision one that was on last night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you want to hear more of that, then just join us in games later. In the meantime, we've got the battle for the final spot in the semi-finals in the Shell tournament, and it's going to be Phantom Avidity playing off against Serenity Gaming in a big best of one to decide that spot.
Yeah, I mean, who's your money on?
Okay, I really like Phantom Avidity. I love the way they can snowball. I'm going to put my money on them.
Yeah, I agree. I voted for the Snowball Comp last game. It didn't work out, but I'm gonna do it again because I don't know.
It looks like PA are just signaling to do a standard opening. I think both teams will just do a standard opening. There's not really a lot of CC. Only a Rise W rarely. There's not really from SRG.
Yeah, the quality of 5-point defense is really solid.
Wait,
Everyone's just there at the start.
Rise just walked right next to Cassiopeia, and they're standing next to each other.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh wait, that's a bug, apparently.
Interesting.
because on my screen one's in the bush, one's not in the bush.
Yeah.
What I mean,
Oh, and are you watching? Axel, are you watching Drigger's solo queue game?
maybe.
No, you'll just see an Intingoralian solo if that happens. So we've got that on the screen right now.
Yeah.
So, the Alistair placed a very early ward in the bush, which I don't think is a good ward to place.
That's pretty standard, and not that early, but
That's what I mean. In terms of like bad to place, the timing of it. I think it's supposed to be 105, isn't it? You place the ward to cover the buff properly.
yeah, as late as possible, so you can see when they do the scuttle, and if
Ooh.
they can invade.
So they both start on
the
top.
side. Yes, Scamunder's warded the top side and looks to have been doubled as well by Phantom Avidity. And that will allow both junglers to see invades on the top side. I don't know whether they'll be going for full clears on their own side, or whether they'll do vertical jungling like we saw last game.
Yeah. To be honest, I thought they were going to focus more on top side, and both junglers have started. The Kane is invading. You're just getting a ward onto the red. He now knows where Poppy is, so the rest of the team should be okay.
But they also know where he is.
Yeah.
next to the wards.
Yeah, a lot of agency for both teams here on bot side. They know no jungle ganks are forthcoming.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going for the skull crab for now. Poppy's just going to give that up, can't really fight Kane.
She can with the red buff. It just she decided to do the early crux, which is actually worth much more XP and gold than a Scuttle. So if you can do that 30 game and you can get under a Scuttle, and you're gonna be pretty far ahead.
Yeah. So pretty solid start by Poppy then. She can snowball that. I mean, the difference is, I think, also Agrafah's also realised that he should go the refillable instead of the 3-pot as well, which is good. Again, Nigel seems to really like playing Corruption Pot.
It's actually really good on Cassio because you can constantly proc it with the dot. Like you can proc it once during the trade and it goes to proc again because you have a dot.
Huh? The more you know. XL coming with the big facts, that's why he's here.
Yeah, big trade in the lanes so far. Fatman Gandhi dismounted, but trying to get the trap onto Kyle, having to retreat meanwhile in
Good
the mid game.
gank. There's a barrier used.
And Scamander walking away with 20% health.
And also barrier used from Cassiopeia. So I imagine he's going to have a repeater gank very soon. As XL said, I think if he just sits mid lane and tilts the Cassiopeia basically, because that's what would happen. I think he'll be fine.
Be fine, but I can get blue king.
Oh, Gandhi going under tower for a moment there. He's taken 2, I'd say, needless tower shots in the last 30 seconds. And he's going to be pinged by Kyle, so potential target of jungle ganks, but both junglers still around mid for now.
Classic flat play, just inch your way to the victory. Go as hard as you can. See what happens.
The best Pike player I know is Pike. Clyde player is Pike X. I played against him once, and oof. Goddamn boy. He's a good Pike. Pike Kled. It's because his name. It's so confusing.
He's also called Steam Golem, and Blitzcrank the Steam Golem is another league champion, so lots of confusion. Danish Dragon coming up to top lane for a gank, just as we've got some action in bot lane as well. Looks like Gandhi's Kled will get out.
The Tristan, the Alistair got a really good engage. What do you call it? Alistair got a really good engage. But the Chist didn't really follow.
He's going in. Alistair going in. There's the knock up. There's the Kane damage and First Blood over to Blueberry Haze and Phantom Avidity.
I think
and they follow onto Glex Leona. Not going to happen. Ignite doing work, but not quite finishing.
So yes, solid gank. Very well played by the Triss, to be honest with you, getting the jump to slow. And then they got the heal and the flash, whereas the Alistair used flash and ignite. So support trading summons for the ADC really, as well as the kill. I mean, the Caitlyn is down in CS right now.
Says it all.
Yeah.
I mean, she does CS to tower now, which Tristana just got, so...
It's pretty even mid lane. It looks like they're going for a 3-man.
Yeah, Agrata unfortunately was on a ward. It could have been a good surprise with Asco, but Nigel's played safely so far. Just getting that CS down and stacking up the tier.
So, they're going to go for the Dragon. No, not even going for Dragon. I think a lot of teams don't put enough focus on the new Dragon. That like extra 10% is worth so much that you can just snowball from that. They know where the Poppy is. Poppy with the wards they've got.
Just walking around trying to figure out what to do.
Completely different game from the Danish Dragon. Looks a bit lost in this one as opposed to.
At least he was bot side, so he knew where his scouts were gonna respawn first. Not completely lost.
I don't mean lost as in like he doesn't know what he's doing. Just more he doesn't know where he doesn't know where he can really be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't really gank bot lane. I suppose mid lane's your best option. They're sort of just leaving top alone on an island, both teams.
Yeah, a lot of fast champions on the map, and it's difficult to get the gank opportunity. Bot has been the most open to ganks, I would say, of the three so far. But Poppy and Kane have cleared well. Kane wants to wait until mid-game when he's got that evolution. Poppy won't have the biggest damage, so wants to get some impact down. It's really all about these junglers for the next few minutes, as the laners can hit level 6 and assist ganks.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. Caitlyn's back up in CS, but she has, well, they're both back, so I imagine if the Triss gets these, which she should do, should be a little bit up, but outside of that, pretty even game all around at the moment.
Yeah, a lot more composed than when we saw the first turret, second turret, Rift Herald, first Dragon combo coming out of SRG in the previous game. So, yeah, it really shows us to the evenly matched status of the two teams. As we get closer to the mid-game, we're going to start to see Ryze's tier stacking up, Tristana's mid-game becoming more prominent, and I think the big power spike for Phantom Avidity will be the Kane evolution. Here comes Danish Dragon into the top side. Kyle's on, follows up, but that is an unstoppable Kled charging out of the way of the CC.
Very good Kled ult, gets out of the situation. Doesn't really lose much for that. Poppy got a bit of pressure, I guess, but didn't really achieve much either. Yeah, I feel like the Poppy's not doing... I think it's just because last game I sort of expect Danish Dragon now to be this machine that just goes around getting objectives. But
it's on a much slower jungler. So
yeah.
Can't really impact as much early. He can gank much better, but he's probably more of a control jungler than a ganking jungler. See his ganks are impaired.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know the cast is moving down towards the bot?
Oh, so it's King, no, Agrata looking to gank here.
There's some good wards by both teams, to be honest with you. Bot side's very heavily warded though. Well, the mid bot side. Whereas top is a bit dark for Gandhi.
Yeah, might be getting grey, but he jumps on Skull, goes in on Kyle here, looking for the vicious tendencies.
The Poppy is top.
The bellows breath, Poppy is nearby, but maybe can't get the killing blow. Gandhi wants to finish this quickly.
What? If
Get
he has
pull back in to interrupt the charge. Looking for vicious tendencies, can't get the kill here. Kyle still alive on a sliver of health. Here comes the charge. Danish Dragon knocks down the clerk.
That's unfortunate. Again, it comes down to the vision. Not really having anything topside. Not knowing where Poppy was. Just a good play by Kyle, to be honest with you. Just hold on for that long.
This is where you type 1v on me next time.
Send more, please.
Yeah, send more, please. Needs journey to kill me.
Axel, I think you and Ali are trash talking last night was brilliant about that.
I mean, she started it, so. Then she got tracked, so. I mean,
that's not what you were saying. I think it was more along the lines of, what was it, Exile? What were you saying to Alia?
She said get tracked, and I once, and then I said get tracked.
No, you didn't. I think it was was it get shit on?
Oh yeah, get shit on. Well, yeah, she said the same thing.
We'll leave that until we can get Ali on screen, but let's quickly move on. We're accustomed tonight. Bot lane still a long ways to go. Turret plating still up for the next 4 minutes, but definitely not as one-sided as the last game. Both AD carries are within 20 gold of each other, and they're looking to build standard Storm Razor, Berserker's Greaves.
I mean, looking at it, they're pretty even in stacks mid lane, but the Riser's now got his Catalyst. Just standard sort of stuff. The Poppy going for the Cinder Hook, standard. Kane going for the Red Smite.
You mean Warrior?
I just call it Red Smite because it's Red Smite.
Red Smite's the other.
Is it not Red Smite?
No, that's Blue Smite with Warrior.
Oh, it is, yeah. See, this is why Exile's on the stream.
It's okay, you just hit your F button and just go ham on whatever moves.
Yeah.
Or D button if you're a guy who likes to be wrong with the summoner spells.
Oh, I love you, Kraden.
I'd just like to offend half the community for no reason at this point. We've got an Alistair combo going in, no recall, but Asko is still going to get some solid damage onto Kyle. Is going to get the ult off, knock up the Alistair.
Oh,
who goes gold. Kyle falls here. The turret aggro is traded, and that is going to be a great play from Phantom Ability up in the top lane. Dragon going over to Serenity. Bot side Scamander could, of course, out Cirez here. Ace in the whole target goes out, and Cirez escapes for now.
Danish Dragon flashed. It's not really a worth trade, especially with it being the first dragon. I think that first dragon, especially Ocean Dragon, is actually worth so much.
If it does the old thing where you could get first tower, then then it would have been worth, or like an even trade maybe.
Yeah.
But oh, Gandhi the edge.
Yeah, Gandhi having to flash there could really have got out earlier.
Looks like he might
wait with his farm, but he was gonna get stunned in one shot, so he realized he can't do that.
I mean, the Caitlyn has a completed Storm Razor over the Trish right now. But the TP coming in bot.
That's trapped.
Can't cancel it now either, with the new changes.
He saved the tower, I guess.
Meanwhile, Agrata goes in mid. That's going to be some solid damage, and that's going to be a kill going over to Rise.
Yep, pretty solid gank really.
He's
no
in fact ready to go blue cane right now.
Be interesting what he does go, whether he's patient and just waits. The Poppy catching him out.
Yeah, not looking good for Agrata right now. But he's still going to go in with the Umbral Trespass. Going to keep charging onto this one. Rise and Alistair are nearby. Rise is going to use the ult Cirrus backing up Agrata here. Blueberry with the jump ready, but Danish Dragon just walks out of there.
Good backup from his team. Nice effort at least.
Oh, they might lose first tower. No, they do. It's a long let's go. They just the playing have most of the goal.
Gandhi looks like he's got a kill top.
Yeah, Orn comes through with the ult, but it doesn't quite land. Gandhi's going to keep following up. Vicious tendencies
And the
going
Kate's
well.
there.
All in the bot lane. We've got Phantom Avidity. Blueberry Haze takes down his opposing number, Marksman, and goes onto Gleck. It's some good kills to make up for the turret falling.
I think it'd been smarter just let the Trist have the kill there. The Ryze.
Ryze having it is pretty good as well.
Yeah. The Trist is like pretty solid when she gets the snowball, but still an assist.
Oh, they traded the tower as well. Trist tower isn't as good as it used to be. It's the gold is mostly in playing. I said that already, but just
yeah.
I mean, about even. They got kills, so they might be slightly ahead of even.
Yeah, I mean at the moment it's a 1.5k gold lead.
Yeah.
But that doesn't also account for the fact that they have an Ocean Drake that does an extra 10%. So it's not even, but I don't think it's too far off. Although they've just got they got towers now. It's a bit better than what it was.
They also have all their gold in the carries, like most of it.
Yeah.
They have 4 carries anyway, so.
Much more important at this point, I would say, is the composition of the two teams rather than the gold or the items, because we talked about it before the game, and we said that if Kayn, Kled, and Ryze were going to get rolling, and Tristana as well, it's the 4 carries you've just mentioned, it would be the mid game where they started to complete items and become able to do the damage.
Yeah, I agree with that. Typically.
Yeah, right now they're gonna be looking to get the Herald and just use it to pressure towers. And just, they have a lot of space on the side lanes. Both side lanes have towers down, so you can use that to just catch people out of position.
You managed to save the tower top at least as well. But that's only a matter of time for that one falls, I feel like. The Poppy is top, Kane's quite close by.
Aram top. There it comes.
A-Rat.
Again though, there's very good wards from SRG around the map. They've warded quite well, like they're basically playing around the Caitlyn at this point.
Oh, this could be big.
We've got
all of Phantom Avidity in here. Leona is the target. Caitlyn doing some damage to Kayn, but Gleck surely going to fall here. Flash trample from Alistair secures the kill. Some damage going off bot as well. Kyle walking out for the moment. What can happen in top lane? Here comes the realm walk. Tristana Alistair going in. Goodlock is knocked up and going to be knocked down as well. Sirius D being unstoppable. CC continuing to go in. Phantom Avidity are going to take out 3 members in the top lane.
So, from what I can see, the swap between support and ADC was a correct one at this point. Azko's playing quite well in the Alistair. He's got a, what was that, like 88% kill participation. So he's doing really well, but the Ryze 6-0, it's looking quite scary, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they just got to the mid game and started fighting, and not much they can do. SRG could do. They had so much space to chase them down.
Yeah, I think what the Phantom Avidity need to do now to sort of close out the game as fast as possible from the position they're in.
I mean, they have Kled and Ryze both with TP and long range shots to engage, so you can just 1-3-1. You have the Trist. The Trist is very safe mid lane, so.
And you just tell, and in SRG shoes, you just sort of want to sit back, farm up a little bit, get your items.
They can also just charge in with Kled. I mean, they're a lot stronger right now.
Want some pressure on the map from Serenity, but they are going to lose the numbers advantage around this dragon. Phantom Avidity going in, Danish Dragon and Gleck are knocked up. Azko providing so much CC. Sirius goes in, Dragon goes down, Leona goes down. The only saving grace for Serenity Gaming is that they're pushing in both side lanes, but they aren't taking any turrets yet.
It was a good job of the Caitlyn to get. If she gets this turret, it'll be worth it. Because that's 2 turrets for 1 dragon and a kill.
They might get 2 towers mid now, depending on
how
they play them. They get 1 for sure.
Couple of options for Avidity here. They do choose to take out the Caitlyn. That's just as Kyle's Ornn starts pressuring the bot lane. Rift Herald doing work in mid though. Agrata has the red form and is starting to knock people off.
TP coming in from Ryze as well. I don't think they get this tower, but they do quite a lot of chip damage at least. Good catch by Gandhi. got a goodie off.
The Thor might be dead.
Flash
Yeah.
has already been forced. That's a knock-in. The W no longer makes him unstoppable. Gandhi's just going to follow up with the Joust, all sorts of mobility. And in case that wasn't enough, Azko can come in with the CC as well. There'll be another kill off the back of that one for Avidity.
Asco unfortunately taking that one. He deserves it though. He was, you know, 8 assists. I think he can have 1 kill. I mean, the wards from SRG are really good, but they keep getting
Don't
caught.
use them very well.
Yeah.
They have them, but they're not using them to seize things. They just get walked on anyway.
Yeah, they keep getting caught very easily. I mean, the macro in terms of actually getting towers, getting the towers is very well, because even while being 12-2, they've still got 4 towers, so they've still got gold. That's why the gold lead's only, what, 1.5k still?
I mean, while they were taking the towers on the sidelines, they could have just not inted and let them have the free dragon, but...
Yeah, I'm trying to find the positives, Exile.
I mean, they got the towers, so that's positive. That's true.
Again, Axel's high elo, that's why we have him, so we can say they could have not entered.
Yeah. I mean, Exile is very knowledgeable about the game. Very good stop by the Kane there to get the Poppy ult.
Yeah, Cassiopeia trying to limit what Avidity can do. Danish Dragon will fall down.
The TP
But
coming in.
Kyle's coming in. Counter TP also coming in from Gandhi. And this could be good here. Orn ult goes in. And it's going to interrupt Tristana. Gandhi taking tons of damage. But here come Avidity. Rise is doing tons as well. Seriously, is legendary. Picks up his 8th kill of the game. Realm warping through the backline. Tristana jumping in. Blueberry Haze looking for the Blueberry plays. But is going to have to dive into the tower for this one. Agrata also backing off. Goldlock could get an ace here. This could be big. There's the Leona ult. Goldlock picks up 1. And that's going to be Scamander's Cassiopeia doing some work for Serenity.
Overchased. Got a bit too cocky. That's really good for the Caitlyn. Like, super good. She now gets a lot of gold from that because she got quite a few shutdowns. As well as the Cass got a shutdown on the Rise, which I think was 800 gold. So, I don't think they're quite back into it yet, but it's certainly...
They probably do. So they're gonna be even in gold after they take this Baron. So. They're still slightly weaker in the current items, but one or two more items and they'll be like
back to an even playing field. Yeah. I mean, pretty well played by SRG. They just waited till they made the mistake and then caught them with it. Again, with all the wards set up as well, just allowed them to get the dragon a lot easier. Dragon Baron.
So yeah, it's a nice stop to what Phantom Avidity were doing. They've been snowballing for most of the last 10 minutes. So they've, with the help of Sirius's Rise, they've really been picking the fights and dictating the tempo across the map. The fact that Serenity have just come in and held up a solid backline in the jungle and sort of dissuaded the engage, it's what we're looking for them to do.
I mean, they're fighting in the wrong place anyway. Fighting in the jungle against an Ornn, Poppy, Caitlyn, Leona and
Cassio.
It's just not going to end well in such a narrow corridor. They need to have a place where Rise can get quite a lot of move speed, Triss can move around. They're a high mobility comp. They need to be able to have the options of that, where they sort of narrowed themselves into a lane where they were just going to get smashed.
Ooh, you pointed out last game, Dan. Check out the vision scores over on Serenity, particularly for Gleck, the support.
Yeah, he's playing super well with the support. I mean, the Agrippa's doing quite well on his warden as well. I'd say it's more the fact that Nigel's so active with his warden that the 32 vision score in the mid laner is pretty good at this point. Definitely above average for a mid laner, I'd say.
It's just what's allowing them to have so much advantage in the jungle alongside with their comp.
Yeah.
You can just see what the enemy is. They're fighting in their own jungle, and even if they're slightly outmatched on stats, they can use their ult and see where the enemies are flanking from. This might be bad for Gleck though.
I don't know. Looks pretty good, to be fair.
Might be bad for Alistair.
Yeah, got the team coming in. There's the trap. It's going to be a Leona counter engage.
Here comes the
Blueberry
Clyde.
Haze taken well, and Caitlyn is going to do some consistent damage. Gleck tanking everything. Phantom Avidity finally focusing on Danish Dragon and taking him down. Kyle pushing in the top lane as Phantom Avidity take a 1-0.
For some reason, they keep on fighting these narrow corridors. They love just going to a place where Cass can get all. I mean, that castle stopped the Gandhi engage. I think it could have been used a little bit better, but the fact it was so easy just to get off. But as Rani said in the chat as well, Azko's vision score for a support isn't ideal right now. Yeah.
I'll have some good defense coming out from Phantom Avidity, turning their attention to Kyle's Ornn in the top lane, teleportless, flashless, and it really does a number on Serenity Gaming. They don't have any additional pressure in the side wave, so Phantom Avidity don't have to make the quick play. They can defend against all of the Baron users in mid lane.
I definitely think it's back to an even footing now. I think the window for Phantom keeping up the pressure is slowly closing, and it's going to be more on the rise now to carry.
Yeah, once Rise gets his voice stuff, yeah, he got it just now. He's gonna do a lot of damage. Like, they don't even have that much MR, so he's just gonna shred for everyone and just one shot people at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Kane's also got
here
his.
comes a big engage onto Goldlock. Kled coming in, Tristana coming in.
The heal used.
Solid bomb there. Heal prevents the death there. Ornn is going to try and counter engage Kyle, and Lord Goldlock's Caitlyn doing consistent damage. Danish Dragon on the wrong side of the fight gets knocked up by Agrata. Blueberry Haze getting his third unanswered kill of the game.
Blueberry Haze is playing solid at the moment. He's not died, not really been caught out. His CS is pretty good. He's kept up with the Caitlyn. He's playing pretty solidly.
Now they just have to wait and push mid and to get the Rise to split push.
Yeah, they've got the split push going on.
I don't think anyone right now could 1v1 the Rise.
No,
You're definitely gonna have to, yeah, I think you're gonna have to send at least 2. And even then, if the Rise is pretty good, he could easily get his combos going in.
I mean, if Casio gets a stun, she might, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's
great
dodged it.
fade away.
The
Great
minions
putting
to
off some
cock them.
damage there.
Okay, yeah, he had skill left on me, so...
I think the minions just stopped him then.
Consistent damage on both sides in mid lane, to be honest. Neither going for the full kill attempt, but Scamander, fresh off his duel with Syriz's Rise, is going to come around to the mid lane again.
They might
But
get a top lane tower.
everything's separated again.
Oh no, it's just gonna be saved.
So yeah, looking at the game overall, still very even on gold. Do we still feel it's going to be Serenity's late game to lose?
At the moment, the Rise is going to be so far ahead that it's. I think it.
Also, Dorn is building pure armor, and he's not even like that tanky. Because if Chris gets an Infinity Edge, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the true damage is just going to start shredding.
And there's a 2 black cleavers, conquer, like, and Rise is just gonna, like, he has 0 health items as well. So Rise is gonna.
But at this point though, there's no magic resist from Phantom, so Nigel is going to be doing, especially with Morel Nomicon and the Magic Pen, close to true damage on a lot of these champions.
Yeah, we saw that on Rise. He, like, destroyed him in 3 seconds, almost his entire health bar.
Like, there's going to need to be some magic. Is it like at least Gandhi's got the Mercury Treads? I think it would have. I don't necessarily think that one needs the Ninja Tabbies here. Not if you go on that build.
No, he needs Ninja Tabbies, but I would have stopped building armor after the Iceborne.
Oh, this is going to be big coming in from Phantom Avidity. They're trying to engage right into
There's
the
a
back line.
Goldlock cut.
Not on Goldlock, but that's a good kite. A more trespass goes in, and that's a kill onto Caitlyn. This could be big. Kyle running interference, but that's a double kill. So much sustain, so much damage. Kled picking up a third. Phantom Avidity rolling through their opponents here. Scamander couldn't even get into the fight.
Great catch, realising that the cast was top and couldn't do anything with no TP. They just get a good catch out. That's what the team's about though.
I mean, once again, SRG have all the words can have all the words in the world, but if they don't have any eyes to see what's happening, they're just gonna keep dying.
Yeah, basically. Like, I feel like Phantom can just run it down mid now.
Looks to be what they're doing at the moment. We've got a castle and we've got some Leona CC, but
Send
most
Rise
of the
bot.
team aren't there. Phantom doing the reset.
I think a 1-3-1 just works in your favour, especially with the two TPs and the Baron minions. No one can really 1v1 the Rise, and it's going to be tough for someone to 1v1 the Kled.
You can also push a silent as Rise and then come mid while the wave is cleared and just TP the minions into the tower. But that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think you're talking high elo shots. I think
that doesn't even happen in high elo. That's basically just Bjergsen. That's the only person I've seen him do.
I think the 1-3-1 is complex enough to pull off.
Yeah.
Especially when you can get just solo kills at any point.
Yeah, I mean they're doing the 1-3-1. The Kled, the one's trying to match the Kled and the Cass is trying to match. I don't think either of them do any well against them.
Cassio can go kind of even at this point. Like she did alright last time, although the minions blocked the Q.
I think if the minion didn't block that Q.
Yeah, now Rise has Baron, so just have to do anything.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is the waves are pushing at the wrong time. They're uneven, so we're not crashing at the same time.
I mean, sidelines are.
Yeah, I can mid lane with it, but
Yeah, that's a flash from more. Retreat.
So to break this 1-3-1, does it look like Serenity just need to burst down one of the groups of Phantom?
I mean, they should probably just get Dorn mid and engage, but
yeah, they just need to
even then,
kill one.
Tristana's gonna jump away. I don't think they have anything they can do. They just rely on Silence making a mistake.
I think at this point you just need to run at them.
Yeah. Try something.
Yeah, you're just watching your base slowly fall. I'm missing the Leona, it's not going to help.
Yeah, Arnold needs to land
That's
here.
a good.
It does land onto 2. Alistair is vulnerable, does flash away. Asco trying to get out here. Does leave the inhib open, and Phantom Avidity are going to use Tristana.
And there's
Dodge
the
Cassiopeia ult. Hopefully Tristana can get away from this. But that's a great re-engage by Serenity. Danish Dragon coming down on board. Trespass comes in. At least they will get a kill on
Rise is top.
Cane.
Are they going to get it? Oof. So that's an inhib and 2 towers. Well, 3 towers traded in that. Yeah, they've just gone up like about 5k gold alone in that.
Yeah, pretty worse, I guess.
I guess.
Let's look at the Dragon Timer as well. We've got a minute until the next one spawns. That's another mountain, so great for both teams, but especially Phantom at this point. They will probably take this uncontested.
Yeah, I think SRG should just give it.
Yeah, at this point they just try, rely on.
I think they've got to wait for them to make a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, what mistake can they even make if they just five man run down with like kills one?
But yeah, I think if they try and fight for the dragon, they're gonna have a bad time. And especially since the Cass is top lane. Oh, there's Leona getting caught.
Trying to ward
Yep.
the game.
By herself as well.
What do you think of this Caitlyn build? No Infinity Edge?
No comment. There's no Infinity Edge when you've got 2 people who are gonna like start stacking armor soon.
I mean,
Like,
it's not even that Advanced Scepter, there's nothing at this point.
yeah, and she's got Fleet Foot. No, she's got Dark Harvest.
Yeah, like, it's fine for sustain, but you need to just kill people with
Yeah.
damage, because they're just gonna kill you faster than you can kill them.
She's building into a Bloodthirster. Like, you're not surviving. The shield's nice, I guess, but
Yeah, you can hope it's an Infinity Edge, but
I don't think it's good. Because if it's going to be Infinity Edge, that means she's building Bork, and I don't want to live in that world either.
I mean, yeah.
It's like...
I mean, yeah.
I feel like the Triss is going for like a second Zeal item, looks like static. I'm not sure how I feel about that either, to be honest. Like a GA might be better.
Like at full build, like she can just sell her Storm Razor and just get like the last bits of her.
I just think a GA would be better, like for safety. I think Gandhi's built very well as well.
Yeah. Oh, they just...
This one's looking pretty over, to be honest.
Yeah, it's absolute haywire for them at the moment.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
I mean, Phantom threw a little bit mid-game with the first Baron, but they played really well to get back into it. Didn't really make a mistake after that.
Oh, run more onto Phantom.
I want to say who's your MVP, but I feel like...
Ooh.
Honourable mention to the Alistair. I think Asco played really well on the Alistair. Like 1-1-17. That, like, the kill participation is really good. And obviously the Triss has played quite well.
I think Alistair, Ryze, and Kled, the people who are engaging, like, and catching people off all the time, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, if his vision score was a bit better earlier on and he warded a bit more, I feel like it would have been Alistair MVP, but I think Ryze got really good pickups, and the reason they sort of stayed in it for a while was because of the Ryze being so strong. So I feel like Ryze is the MVP for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's a close one either way. You could give it to pretty much any of the Phantom Avidity team. I like Gandhi's side lane pressure and catch outs on Kyle's Ornn, but I think the laning phase was a bit too shaky for him to get an MVP on that one. For me, it's Triss or Ryze, but going with the majority, it's going to be Cirrus D on Ryze as our MVP.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Team Elite versus Phantom Avidity and SRG versus 7DS versus Centaurian. What do you think of that one? You don't know the teams, do you, Exile?
I have no idea, so
Yeah, good
I
luck.
guess whoever picks...
Well, Seven
more
Deadly
engaged,
Sins have
like
what's his name? Arbush as ADC.
Oh, I guess they win then.
Yeah, I was always a bit suspicious of that team, but yeah, I quite fancy them. But who's Centurion got? Who can
So they've
take it
got
on for them?
Drigger mid.
Ooh, okay, so-
They've got Mr. Bramish bot lane, which is Jack to Jack, which is a pretty good player, to be fair to him. The ADC, I'm not sure who they're using now. I think it might be Killex ADC.
Ooh, Killex. He's solid mid lane. I'm surprised he's not there.
I think he's an ADC main by from what speaking to him. And then top lane they've got, I don't really know the top laner, but I think that Seven Deadly Sin overall probably have an even team because they've got Wilbo, Wakada Chewy,
Hey, I like Wakanda.
the jungler, I can't remember his name. And then obviously they've got Arbush and Harshy bot lane.
Yeah, Arbush was like one of the better ADCs in the Plat League as well. Like, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's no offense to Harshy, but he has got Harshy to deal with in terms of like having a support who, not that Harshy's bad, but I don't think he's the best. And he can have quite a lot of outside of the game influence in terms of like DCs and stuff like that, which can tilt people quite easily. So
Yeah, just ask John Joe.
yeah, he has got that to deal with. And
Okay,
then
either way, sounds like a great clash between two teams. And then we've got Team Elite, which we haven't seen tonight, that will be playing against Phantom.
Team Elite will tell you they're the underdogs, but I think everyone says Team Elite are the best team, which I would typically agree with. Top lane, they've got who have they got top? Mine's gone. I don't know who they've got top. I know they've got Lordio mid, Iniquitas ADC, and Thrun support. They've got the Light at the jungle, and then Motor Joe top lane.
Ah, I can see that. Yeah, they've got I think Iron Man as a mid sub as well.
Yeah.
Heart Gold player. So yeah, that's a really well-rounded comp. Lordio in mid, I think I've seen him as an ADC before, but
He's a very good
I really like all
mid
the flexible
laner.
switching.
He's a very good mid laner on like I think like LeBlanc, Akali, like the quite engagey types. I've not really seen him on other champs, but I've heard he is a good Lissandra. So I suppose he might
I like him.
bring bring all that sort of play. Obviously, like they've got the bot lane over the Nekotas and Thrun. I think Nekotas is a really good ADC. He's a really good Lucian. And I think Thrun's super underrated. I think Thrun is a really good engage support, and that suits this meta super well. And then Joe's just a solid top laner, as well as the Light being a solid jungler. So I think they've got a really good team. There's not really a certain weak point. I'd say Joe's probably the weakest player, but it doesn't make him a weak player, if you get me. I think he's still a strong player, just the weakest out of that bunch.
So that completes our semi-finals lineup, ladies and gentlemen. So please tune in. That'll be on Monday, the 3rd of December, and that'll be our 2 matches. Team Elite coming up against our winners tonight, Phantom Avidity, and the other semi-final will be 7 Deadly Sins versus Centurion. So some fantastic conclusion to the shell that's going to hit us.
Anyway, do you want to give yourselves a shout out? Who you are? Link yourselves if you want to link yourselves.
Yeah, sure thing. My name's Ronnie Jenner, and my Twitter is twitter.com/Ronnie Jenner, and I'm a fantastic support. That's me.
Exile, who are you? Want to link yourself?
Well, I am a very bad League player, and I suck at every game I play, and you can find me on Twitter at PokeChat with 2 T's, because 1 T was taken.
He says that, but he's Diamond 5 and is not bad at this game. And has won, basically, in every position in Plat League.
Playing Scion. What?
If you need advice, Exile loves nothing more than talking to you about League of Legends and giving you advice for free.
That's true.
Hit him up.
And yourself, my friend?
Ovs, D-Stod. Check out. Dan, Twitter's Dan Stoddart. Obviously, Christmas album coming out. Check it with Firm. Gonna have features from Cradin, Rani, and Exile. What more do you need? But yeah, that is. See you on the flippity flip. I've always wanted to say that.
Bye.
See yous.